Now from the longtime home of the Angels, baseball from Orange County. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Scott Shields gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, this starting pitcher, he's a rookie, so we'll see how he handles his nerves in this one.
Charles Suzuki makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, Charles Suzuki.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 1-0.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. This has hit the other starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Kyle Seager comes on with one guy.
You're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, out in right field, we have the 2015 Gold Glove Award winner in Cole Calhoun. Very effortless out there, very smooth, has a powerful arm. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Carl Crawford gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Ground ball left side. Backhanded. And now a jump throw against his body. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Nelson Cruz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to third. Fielded by Escobar. On to Giavotella for the force, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. M's nothing. Angels coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Raul Valdez, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's a rookie on the mound. Doesn't have a lot of experience at this level, but he's getting better and better. We'll see how he does in this one.
Cole Calhoun comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Angels, the right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
The 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Well, the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Steve, what do these guys need to do to get a win in this one?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Settling in now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Mike Trout gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Waiting for it to come down is Gutierrez as he makes the catch to retire the side. Angels are gone in order. After 1, no score. Kendrys Morales will stand in, coming off a season in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger at DH.
Morales.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. You know, try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on 1 big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Pujols backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, oh, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Franklin Gutierrez into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but He stays with it all the way, uses the big part of the field, and gets himself a base hit.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Boy, a 2-out single. Now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Chris Iannetta gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First offering on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
2 down, runners at first and second. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mariners leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Albert Pujols strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
And that is not good.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle, because we know he can hurt you.
Two-one. Here it is. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And Albert swings and misses as he's set down for the first out.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are two away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Yunel Escobar gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
A ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. The beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for joining us for some daytime baseball on the show from the Big A. Charles Suzuki will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Shot towards second. And this is going to get on through into center. A leadoff hit.
Well, the previous pitch was a fastball away. This time, they try to come in with that fastball. He jumped all over it.
Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
Oh, man, these are outs that you have to count on getting. You already guessed right, and you pitched out. And even just an average throw at this point is going to nail him at second base. But you can see here, this one's off to the left side of the bag. And by the time he reels it in, that runner's able to slide in there safely.
2-0, here it is. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just 1 away.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
The 1-0 delivery. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Oof, that high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
The 2-0 on the way. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Nelson Cruz bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Angels nothing. Craig Gentry will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Stepping in now, Carlos Perez. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Crawford is there. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Johnny
Giavotella will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Crawford will put this one away to retire the side. Angels are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Kendrys Morales is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman number 25, Kendrys Morales.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Not the best of starts to this 4th inning.
And he gets the call there. 3-1. And he bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he did a great job of battling back from being down 3-0 to start the inning. Things weren't looking all that good, but he didn't panic. He trusted his stuff, and he comes right back with 3 good pitches to get the strikeout.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit out towards second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 21, Franklin Gutierrez.
Striding into the box, Franklin Gutierrez. He reached on a single in his first try. This is line to left, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Towards second. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Chris Iannetta stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second, and a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
So much for shortening up and putting the ball in play. This is a big swing right here with 2 strikes, and he's going to get rewarded for it as he drives in a couple of runs here on the double.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Into the box now, Charles Suzuki, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Kyle Seager gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
And this will go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 3.
Well, let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. And he might have got away with one there.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Calhoun is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mariners lead it 3-0. Cole Calhoun will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
One 0 count. Here it is. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Mike Trout digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was going to be running with 2 away. But even when you know it's coming, he's still hard to get a handle on. And he's in the scoring position now with that stolen base.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. And the Angels are back within 1. It's a 3-2 ball game now.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More from Anaheim right after this. Nelson Cruz heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
For the Mariners, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2-0.
Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line towards center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
First baseman number 25, Kendrys Morales.
We'll give you another look at all 8 pitches here in the at-bat. I mean, this was a battle from beginning to end. He took some tough pitches, fouled off a few more, and then eventually he gets his reward with a solid base hit.
Kendrys Morales will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Drilled on the ground to short. Giavotella on to Pujols, and it's a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Down the third baseline, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there, but they still lead it 3-2. Yunel Escobar comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Here he comes on 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. To 2-2 now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Craig Gentry is on deck. Count is full. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third, there is Seager. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Ready now, Craig Gentry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. And they're like that.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Into the box, Carlos Perez. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
You know, some managers don't like to call for the pitch out right away, thinking if they guess wrong, it changes the whole at bat. But here, they had a good idea he'd be running, and turns out they were right.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. The figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Here's the 3-1. And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And you'd like to say good job there, good eye, but in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and standing in the second baseman, Johnny Giavotella. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. Still a 3-2 ball game. Fernando Salas will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 59, Fernando Salas.
Franklin Gutierrez will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
He's probably thinking if they just could have left that starter in a little bit longer. He was 2 for 2 against him. Not so fortunate against his successor.
In now, Ketel Marte. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Charles Suzuki would be next. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Andrelton Simmons will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. He's set. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
1-0.
It's sharply toward third, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Albert Pujols will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Runners on first with 1 down. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crawford is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
C.J. Cron will come in now with 2 away. And to this point, at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Crawford looking up, and that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there, and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar, as she'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Hit sharply on the ground to the left and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a two-out single.
Here's Craig Gentry, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down, and they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
And he misses again, 2-0. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
And that's over, 2-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. All even at 2-2. Here it is. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-3 Angels. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Charles Suzuki will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
The 0-1 on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Kyle Seager comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Comes set, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One and 0 pitch on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Pujols is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back easily. Here's Carl Crawford now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung out and missed. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Trying to hold the lead. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. To the hole left side, and it's through. A base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The throw home, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
The batter,
Nelson Cruz steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Keeping an eye on him.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's in time. How about that? Crawford nailed trying to take second.
Well, that's just good execution right there. Pitcher slide steps. That makes it easier and quicker for the catcher to handle the ball. He gets a good throw off to second base, and they get their guy.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Giovitello to his right. He has it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. And we are tied 4-4. Evan Scribner will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Evan Scribner.
Carlos Perez stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Catcher, Carlos Perez.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. This is hit high and deep out to left. Crawford going back on it at the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Standing in now, Johnny Giovitello, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
The right fielder, number 56.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. They get ahead with strike 1, and then a good setup there that misses. Then he fights one off to make it 1-2. Then another tough pitch that he fouls off, and finally, bang! He comes through on the 5th pitch of that at-bat.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but That's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. You know, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels strand 1. Still all square at 4 apiece. Jose Alvarez will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jose Alvarez.
Kendrys Morales will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
In there, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away. A tight ball game here at Angel Stadium thus far. All tied in the 8th inning as you get a look at our line score to this point. Robinson Cano will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
1-0.
Lays off 1-0.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 21.
Now he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. Now, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Franklin Gutierrez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Hit in the air out to left field. Gentry has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Mike Trout will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Center fielder, Mike Trout.
Now here's the pitch. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Two-0 count. Here it comes. 2-1 now.
2 balls and 1 strike.
On the ground up the middle to his left. Marte on to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th.
Yeah, with a good hitter up there, the shortstop's playing the pole here. So he's got a lot of room to cover if he wants to get to that ball up the middle. That's nice range right there to make the stop and then a good throw.
Here's Albert now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Drilled down the line, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. That's smoked, but right into the shift. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Stepping in, C.J. Cron. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, last time he turned around a fastball that was 100 miles an hour plus. So I doubt they're going to try to sneak one by him again. Maybe a changeup, breaking ball, anything else you've got.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Two and 0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. Here's a high pop-up. Seager will wait on it. And that will retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 4. Digging in now, Ketel Marte. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
Hit down the third base line. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Chris Iannetta ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Here it comes on 0-2. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches and then finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Into the box now, Charles Suzuki. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Kyle Seager would be next. Left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. This game's all tied at 4. Justin DeFreitas will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Justin DeFreitas.
Yunel Escobar gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Third baseman.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Seager has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3.
Daniel Nava will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline. Morales comes up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Perez.
Carlos Perez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. Daniel Nava will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Kyle Seager stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Calhoun is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick start to extra frames. 1 pitch and 1 out. Carl Crawford steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Lifted the other way out to left center. Trout is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Now to the plate, Kendrys Morales. He flew out in his last at-bat. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 6-4.
He's got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs in on 2 pitches. Single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there, or you're going to get burned.
Digging in, Franklin Gutierrez, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. Nava is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Johnny Giavotella steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Steve Cishek will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Line hard into left. Crawford will give it a look, but this drops in for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And this will be fouled away. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Andrelton Simmons will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Cano fields it cleanly, and he wisely just steps on second to get the force play. Mike Trout will step in. A ground-out victim his last time.
Mike Trout.
Cishek pauses. First pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Suzuki is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasker.